Hey guys, this is Brian with Bulletproof Cycles. We're installing a FLO Motorsports Unbreakable clutch lever and then some version 3 pegs. You start out with removing the Torx T20 and 8mm nut on the bottom here. We just removed the nut. You always want to loosen the nut instead of the bolt. And then it takes a little bit to work the bolt out of there. You can pry at it, some will pop right out, or you can twist it off with the socket and just kind of work it out of there. Depending how old your bike is or how new it is how hard it may be stuck in there. And now you want to be careful once you remove it not to lose this plunger right here. You don't get a new one in the box, so do not lose that. That's how you actuate the hydraulic clutch on these bikes. You take the lever with the cover, make sure you have the new bolt supplied and the nut from FLO. And there's a little cup on the inside of the lever there that goes on that plunger, and then pop the bolt in. Same thing with taking out, sometimes takes a little bit of work to get it in there. And then this little washer here, the little cup goes up, as you can see here in the video, and then the nut goes underneath it and snug it in there. I think the official spec is around 10 or 12 foot-pounds. Again, you tighten the nut, not the bolt. You just hold the bolt on the top. Snug it, make sure you have good play, good pressure. You can see there that the lever is unbreakable because it moves up and down. Right here, this little wheel is how you adjust the length, like the throw of the lever. It moves it out or in, so you can adjust how it actuates. Now we're going to be doing the foot pegs. First, we're going to take these off. Remove this cotter pin here. We like to use dikes. You can use needle nose pliers, whatever you have. And what you want to do is you just want to straighten these out so you can pull it out of the bottom of the pin here. Takes a little bit of work. While we're watching Aaron do this, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you've never done pegs on the Husky big bikes, they are not easy. The design of the Husky pegs with the spring on the top makes these things a huge pain. The frame covers I have there from a service, you definitely want to take off when you're doing the install. You can get them off with them on, but getting them back on is almost impossible because where the spring mounts onto the frame is covered by that. So make your life easier and pop those off. And a friend definitely helps. What we use, and you'll see later on in the video, is a little bolt we cut down to hold the spring in. Don't lose that washer either that we just pulled off. Once you get the cotter pin off, you just push the pin, kind of work it through like you do with the lever, and pops out. You get a new spring, but make sure you don't get hit in the face with the spring. You can see right there is that little bolt that we had cut down, so that holds that spring in the center of the foot peg there. It makes it a lot easier to get this thing in. And so you basically smack the pin through, knock your little bolt out, and the spring stays in place. There's a lot of tension on that spring. It makes it really difficult to try and do that one-handed. So just a little trick, make your life a little easier. You get the pin in, and then you straighten out this cotter pin. The pin likes to spin, so use some little vice grips on the other end. Hold it so it doesn't spin. Then use your pliers. You bend back your cotter pin, and you have successfully installed these FLO version 3 pegs. Go out and ride. These are the best pegs you can get.